Maruti Suzuki is out with the all-new Fronx. They showed it at Auto Expo. It is based on the Baleno platform, but let me tell you, it's absolutely different from what you get with the Baleno as a package. This is a completely new vehicle. The only similarity might be a few of the dimensions and the platform. But having said that, the Fronx is something that's unique. It's something special. It's a nice urban SUV for the market, and Maruti has definitely upped the game by bringing in an element of sportiness as well with this product. I'm Vikram Gore, you're watching Motorscribes, and this video is all about the Fronx. To start off with the design of the Fronx, Maruti has gone and given it a very sporty, edgy look. It's got a nice line to it. It's sporty, compact, and it's got a very premium look and feel to it. Up front, you get the Next Wave grille, which is what Maruti likes to call this grille design. You've got a nice bold chrome strip running across the top. You've got your beautiful LED DRLs, as well as your LED projector headlights that are now down here in the bumper. It's a squared off front. It's got a very sporty, macho look to it. And I think when you see it head on, you actually appreciate the amount of design that has actually gone into making the Fronx. Of course, keeping with the family design, family lines, the Fronx does have a lot of Grand Vitara elements going for it, which I think is a great thing. Because when you look at where this is going to sit in the market, it is sitting in a more mass market spot, and design is one of those key factors that really determines what a person is going to put their money down for. And the Fronx scores really well on that just by looking at it from the front. From the side, you've got these beautiful precision cut alloys. The lines again give it a young, sporty appeal, and the sloping roofline brings out that sporty element to the overall design as well. Moving on to the rear, what you do get is your LED combination tail lamps. You've got a light bar that runs across the back, and again the styling element of giving it that SUV sort of cut is there, and that really sort of completes the package and brings out this young, sporty, urban SUV look that a lot of people want. And I think that Maruti's really hit the nail on the head when it comes to the design of the Fronx. It is a standout looking machine. Even at Auto Expo, when I first saw it, maybe didn't truly appreciate what Maruti has done. But having spent some time with it, having taken it out for a drive, having had the time to walk around and really admire the dimensions, the details, I can tell you that a lot of work has gone into it, and it is a striking looking car. The cabin of the Fronx is done up in a striking two-tone look. Again, borrowing from the Grand Vitara, you do get this nice sort of burgundy color inserts on the door, on the center console, that brings out that element. You've got a nice soft touch dash. Again, you've got these inserts over here, and really neat fabric seats that feel good. The overall layout is something that we have seen on the Baleno, so that is a familiar touch. But you've got a large screen over here, your infotainment system, and you've got your neat buttons for your AC control over here. So overall, a neat, spacious cabin. It feels premium, it feels upmarket, and I think that's what Maruti is aiming for with this product. And you do feel that you're a little higher up as well. So you do have that SUV-like feel, and there is an element of looking out over the bonnet with this product. So that feels good, it looks good, and I think being inside, what you do get to admire is the fact that it is a rather spacious vehicle as well. Even the rear seat is brilliant for tall people, and there's ample room in the back to seat 3. The boot, again, really well allocated, enough to pack in a couple of suitcases and go out for a nice long drive. This vehicle is meant for a little bit of adventure, so definitely take it out on a drive if you do opt for a vehicle like this. The comfort and the cabin and all the features within won't let you down. I will run through the features, but just to give you a lowdown of what my opinion of the cabin is that it's just neatly allocated. I think the fit and finish looks great. The seats feel nice, the plastics look good, and it comes across as a very premium, spacious cabin. As far as features are concerned, with the top-end Fronx model that I have here with me on test, it comes with a plethora of really cool tech on board. So to start with, you've obviously got the 22.86 centimeter touchscreen infotainment system that is equipped with Smart Play Pro Plus, and it is also hooked up to a surround sound system powered by Archimedes. So you got pretty decent sound quality on board. The system itself is something that we've gotten used to, because a lot of Maruti products and Nexa products come with the Smart Play Pro system, and it's intuitive to use, really neat, and very very stable as well. So I've not seen it crash, and it's very easy to pair with it. And these are just some of the highlights that I find about the system that have made it quite endearing to me. Moving on, you've also got a nice wireless charger on board. So if you have a phone that can do wireless charging, which most high-end phones today do, you can obviously use this feature. Like the Baleno, the Fronx also gets the same heads-up display that gives the driver access to a plethora of information, from navigation to vital details. As they're going along, they don't have to take their eyes off the road, and it definitely adds to the overall safety dynamics of driving the vehicle. Other key highlights are an improved 360 view reverse camera, which is something that we again saw on the Baleno, and you get it on the Fronx as well. And now it's got guidelines that turn with the wheel, so that gives you a little bit more sort of precision while reversing, and you know where your wheels are heading, and it makes it a little easier. So that's that. And apart from that, again, you've got paddle shifts on the top end automatic version, which is again a great touch, and it does add to the overall sporty driving dynamics of the car, from just the sense of it. Just having those paddle shifts, shifting them as you move along, it gives you that added sporty feel. And that's what I mean by bringing out that extra sporty element over here. So these are some of the feature highlights with the Fronx. Again, going back, packaged really well, done up in a really nice two-tone cabin. So there's really not much more that you could have asked for from a car in this category. And I think the Fronx lives up to having that premium appeal, even when it comes to the tech on board. As far as what you get underneath the hood of the Fronx is a choice of two engines. The number one being the 1-liter turbojet engine that displaces 998 cc and delivers about 100 PS of power, and it also delivers about 147 Newton meters of torque. Then you've got the 1.2-liter dual VVT naturally aspirated engine that does about 89 PS of power and about 113 Newton meters of torque. Now these are the two engine options on board, and as far as transmissions go, the 1.2 naturally aspirated one comes with a 5-speed manual or a 5-speed automatic, while the Boosterjet can be used with a 5-speed manual or a 6-speed automatic. So that's what sets it apart, and it also gets paddle shifts, so that's an extra boon on the automatic over there. But both engines are really well appointed. They do a brilliant job of keeping that peppy scheme for the Fronx going. Obviously, it's the Boosterjet that does way more when it comes to the pep and that drive feel. It is a very neat engine. We have experienced it back in the day. It's good to see the Boosterjet back in business, and it suits the Fronx really well. As far as mileage is concerned, The 1.2 is known for its efficiency, so it delivers in the region of 22 plus, and the 1 liter Boosterjet does about 20 plus. So these are your standard mileage figures based on ARAI tests, and of course real world figures do come down a bit. But having said that, they still live up to the whole kitna deti hai hype, and you do get a very efficient vehicle with the Fronx. That's also a lot of fun to drive. Now getting that mix right, I think, was the big challenge for Maruti, and choosing the engines and making sure that what they do delivers on that whole sporty appeal that the car is otherwise about. And I think that they've nailed it with this. Both engine options are refined mills, very smooth, very silent, and they have that kick to them, which is really great. Now that I've given you the rundown on the engines that the Fronx comes with, I will let you know that I have had a chance of driving the Boosterjet version predominantly here out in Goa. And this is a rather fun, peppy little motor. The 1 liter motor, you know, that 100 plus bhp, it is very peppy. It's tuned really well to what the Fronx is in terms of its persona. And you know, a small, peppy, sporty, urban SUV. And this engine suits that character of the Fronx to the T. I found it to be a lot of fun to drive. You can really get it to, you know, gun down a straight stretch of road. And we also got to do a little bit of a gymkhana with it, of taking it out on a dirt track. And that was also a lot of fun. So Maruti's ensured you get a nice premium, refined engine that brings out that drive feel that you would expect from an SUV like this little small compact urban SUV that's hitting our market. So as far as drive feel is concerned, it's a beautiful vehicle to drive. I found it rather engaging. I think for its category, for its class, for the segment that it's going to sit in, the Fronx delivers that level of enthusiasm of being behind the wheel. You're happy to push it around corners. It does a very decent job of that. I mean, we're not looking at high-end performance here. We are talking about a mass market, fun to drive car, and the Fronx lives up to that element. Ride quality is something that I think Maruti has it sorted with all their vehicles. This is something I just never really complain about, because I find that Maruti does a brilliant setup of their suspension. They've understood the Indian roads the best. So you get really great ride quality, soaks up road undulations really well, and at the same time doesn't sacrifice too much on the handling front. So you can push it. It is a vehicle that's a little more peppy than anything else out there in the Maruti stable currently. And I think the engineers have done a brilliant job to ensure that it offers you that ride and dynamics that you're looking for from a vehicle in this segment. So really no complaints on this front at all. When it comes to safety, I know that a lot of people out there have a lot of questions about using Maruti and safety in the same sentence. But having said that, Maruti has always built products that comply with what the Indian government norms are for safety standards. And but we are moving to a more global market. We are moving in a direction of looking at you know, safety as a more defining topic when it comes to car buying decisions. And we see it on our platform as well. A lot of people write in asking about safety. So having said that, it's great to see that Maruti is actually moving in that direction and is stepping up their game with products like the Fronx as well. So to start with, it's built on the hardtech platform, which has got the right amount of rigidity in all the right places to ensure that the inner cabin sort of stays safe, the occupants stay safe in the event of an unfortunate accident. The top end variant comes with 6 airbags as standard, so you got front, side and curtain airbags as part of the package. Then being an urban SUV, you know, they've given it a little bit of added stuff as well. So you've got hill hold assist, which is something that definitely helps you out on an incline. I know that a lot of customers out there, a lot of new drivers out there really appreciate hill hold. It's not just about driving in the mountains, it's even coming out of a mall parking lot and having to deal with stopping on the ramp. You know, you don't want to roll back into the guy behind you, and that's where tech like this really makes sense. Apart from that, the usual suspects are all on board. So you've got your electronic stability program, you've got a rear view camera, which I mentioned earlier, you've got 3-point seat belts, and of course, ABS is also part of the package. The Fronx also comes with ISOFIX child seat restraint systems. So that's again another big plus, because when you look at global norms and global standards, child protection on board is something that is definitely there on their list. So this plays a big role in getting that tick mark done. So you can see that Maruti is really up their game. There's quite a bit on board to ensure the safety of the occupants on board. So I would say that it's a nice big step forward. It's the right step forward, and Maruti knows what they're doing. So if you are considering the Fronx and you're worried about safety, I think it comes with more than enough to keep you very safe, whether you're in the urban environment or even out on a nice highway drive. So there you have it, folks. The Fronx from Maruti coming to a Nexa showroom rather quick, and it is a delightful machine. If I had to sum it up, I would say that this is a vehicle that comes with a lot of attitude. It's fun to drive. It's got that entire urban SUV image down pat, and it's also very stylish. So the big takeaway is that Maruti has a premium product on their hands. They've done a great job in terms of refinement, in terms of giving it great engine options. Styling is definitely top-notch, and the interior fit and finish is also something you won't complain about. You've also got a plethora of features on board, and all of this makes this a package that is definitely worth reckoning. And with that, I'd like to conclude my review. So I hope you enjoyed what I had to say about the Fronx. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Motorscribes channel. And if you do have questions, you've got an insight that you want to share, or you have something that I might have missed out in this video, please do leave a comment. I will get back to you. It is my promise to all my viewers that I do answer each and every comment that we get on the Motorscribes channel, and I will answer those questions if you have them. So do write in, do hit that subscribe button. We are looking at growing our community, growing out there and getting in touch with like-minded enthusiasts. So come be a part of Motorscribes, and I do look forward to hearing from you.